Hey there, folks, I'm Isaac, and I built a Corvette.
And I'm Claire, and I'm in spoiler territory.
And this is
Make That Game! Where we pitch the latest,
the greatest
new video game ideas
that won't ever get made. No, we certainly don't make them.
Nope.
We could, but we don't.
We have the capability, sort of.
We leave that to you.
Yes. So we pitch game ideas back and forth to each other based on a theme. This week's theme was wire. And then we should say next week's theme because we always forget.
Do you have one?
I don't have one.
Crate.
I came up. Do you say crate?
Yes.
C-R-A-T-E.
Crate.
Crate. Like a crate of apples.
Well, I mean, let's not limit it.
Well, no, I'm just saying like.
That would be the
correct usage of the word. Okay.
Yeah. Or,
Hold on,
do you think crate is too specific?
No,
or
I think we can do it.
Storage?
Let's do crate.
Okay, crate.
All right, so crate next week, but this week, wire.
Wire, yes. Go listen to the Worthy Kids song, Wire. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Learn new things about you every day.
It's not a very long one, but
okay. So, do you want to share your game about wire then? Do you want to go first?
Sorry. I got lost.
I thought you were gonna toss it to me, but
yeah, no, I just threw an interjection in there. All right.
I'll toss it to you. What's your wire game?
My wire game is all right. So I don't know if this is really a genre. It feels like a genre to me. I'm gonna call it a genre of tower climbing games. Do you remember Downwell, the game with the shoot boots?
Yes, that was fun.
That's the opposite of a tower climbing game. Shoot boots, sorry, Downwell. I literally call it shoot boots. Downwell is a game where you go down, but there is like a genre of games where you just go up. You climb up tower. You get to the top, and so not quite. Like I'm thinking, like literally aesthetically, like they're all. Well, I guess Downwell is like black and white and red, but I'm thinking like 2D platformers where it's like literally just ascend.
Doodle Jump.
I never actually played Doodle Jump. Well. But
anyway,
yeah,
sorry. Continue.
The idea is that you go upwards, but the gimmick here is it's not going to be literally entirely wires, but it's going to be a lot of wires that you have to tightrope walk on.
Got it.
And so the mechanic here is... So I'm torn between it being auto running or you basically using like the up key to go up. I'm imagining WASD or like the arrow keys as how you control yourself.
Yep. So PC.
I didn't want it to be... Oh, actually, I just had a brain blast. Okay, so it's arrow keys and ZX or WASD and mouse. So this is only playable on PC until I figure out how to do this in a controller. There's obviously ways, but I just haven't thought of them yet. But the idea is with this new paradigm that I've just invented on the spot.
Yeah.
You do your normal platformer controls. You have jumpy up. Yep. You have crouchy down. You have go lefty right.
Yeah.
And that's majority. But whenever you're on a tightrope, you have to use Z and X or the mouse clicks.
Yep.
To keep your balance.
Yeah, balance mini game. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so you can't fall off because then you'll lose your ascent progress.
Yeah. I like that this mechanic that you've just brain blasted into existence also really harnesses, I think, the theme of wire. Like it's like surrounding our theme.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know quite what you mean.
Because the balance, like that you came up with a cool mechanic that's a balance mechanic on the wire part of your game specifically.
Yes. Oh, so the balance mechanic was always there. Just the control scheme for how it worked. Because like
I'm just saying, no matter when it came up with it, I like that it is like very highlighting the theme.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to highlight. I try to make the theme the main dish. You know, I don't. It's not just a little flavoring.
Right.
It's what we're here for. On that note, what is
okay.
your wire? Yeah, no, that was it. It was a simple game.
Yeah.
What's your wire game? Is
Okay.
it complex? Is it simple?
Little column A, little column B.
Okay.
So it's called Potato City.
Oh, I'm curious how we get from Potato City to
You're
wires.
gonna like it.
Okay.
So it's a mobile game, is how I imagine it.
Okay.
It's
Wireless.
a puzzle game.
I think we're failing.
No, it's okay. So Potato City is a city completely run on potato energy.
Yep.
So it's you're a potato.
Oh, you build the infrastructure?
Yes. So you're building the infrastructure of Potato City by, if you haven't done this experiment in science class, basically a potato can be a battery. You can wire it up to like a light bulb and such. And it will actually conduct electricity. So,
how many potatoes do you need to run a city?
That's why I liked the mobile game, because I like kind of the infinite level mechanic. So
okay.
Here's how I imagine it. It's like Matchington Manor, which is a match 3 game. It's not match 3, but like the concept. So Matchington is
So Potato City isn't a match 3.
Right.
Matchington Manor
Matchington is a match
manor.
3. Potato City isn't, but
yeah.
Matchington basically has like 2 separate phases. It has playing the match 3 game, and in the match 3 game you win like stars is their like currency, and then you decorate a manor. So here you're playing the like puzzle. So like the first puzzle is literally going to be like connecting one potato to one light bulb. Like that's how you start the game.
Yes.
But like the puzzles will get more and more complicated, and there'll be like mechanics of like, you only have a certain number of wires that you have to connect to a certain number of potatoes, that you have to connect to a certain number of like households, right? So that puzzle will be different, and that's like an infinite level situation. And then the out of that phase is like organizing your city and also growing the potatoes.
Okay.
So it's also a little bit farming.
Oh, so you grow the potatoes that you then use in the individual levels?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
So like kind of opposite of Matchington in that sense, where you have to have enough potatoes to like play a level.
Okay. So the level of, do the potatoes A, go bad, B, get used up whenever you play a level, so they're also like your lives
So
system?
I don't think they go bad.
Okay,
but yes,
good.
They do get used up.
Okay, so this level requires 100 potatoes. You have 101 potatoes.
Yeah.
You get one attempt at that level.
Basically, yeah.
Until you grow 99 more potatoes.
Right.
Okay.
And then...
so that's like the energy of Matchington Manor. Okay.
A little bit. No, it's not really.
Oh.
I mean, kind of. So, but Matchington's opposite. So, like, Matchington, you play the match 3 game. Well, I guess, no, you have the lives. It's more like the lives.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of, maybe Energy was a royal match thing, which is also Matchington Manor.
That's Isaac's. Everyone has a match 3 game.
Yeah.
Everybody has one.
Best
Isaac's,
Fiends or whatever.
Yeah, Isaac's is a royal match. Mine is Matchington Manor. His dad's is, no, he did royal match, right?
I don't remember.
My mom is Candy Crush. I think my dad is also Candy Crush.
Okay. We're a Candy Crush household. We're a Candy Crush family. So in that, if I remember correctly, like you had a limited number of attempts at a level per day, and that was so that was energy, I believe.
It's hearts.
Okay.
And not technically. So you have your heart, you have 5 hearts, and then it resets every 15 minutes. But you gain 1 heart every 15 minutes. So you have a max.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. So
so you have like a max of 5. So if you burn through those, you have to wait 15 minutes to get 1 more level to play again.
Okay, so yeah, it's
so it's kind of
similar.
Yes.
I got
the
way
limiting,
too specific.
No,
yeah,
correct.
The limiting factor.
The limiting factor is the number of potatoes you grow. I haven't fully figured out exactly that mechanic of growing potatoes, but it's not going to be hard. Like again, this is a mobile game. I want the puzzles to be really fun and like quick, and
the potato farming bit should just be like cookie clicker.
I don't know cookie clicker. I think this has come up before though.
So okay, quick rundown on cookie clicker. I think it would be fun to just have 2 like mobile games combined. But in cookie clicker, it starts off, you click a cookie goes into your inventory. Like you've got it. And then as you get more cookies, you can then use those cookies to like buy upgrades to basically auto click cookies for you. So it's an infinite cookie clicking machine, and eventually you get
sure.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
And so you've got that happening with
harvesting
potatoes. You've got potato clicker,
Yes.
potato poker.
Ooh, and the potato poker, there can be, because you use the potatoes in levels, it could be this like trade-off to like, are you going to use your potatoes to make an auto potato clicker? Or are you going to use your potatoes in the next level? Like there could be different ways to use potatoes, and you get to decide.
Yes. And it's two full games for people too. Like that's insane. Well,
and again, that's kind of how Matchington rocks and rolls.
And then you can always pay me $2.99 to get 100 potatoes.
Exactly. Obviously. I don't even want to know how much money I spent on Matchington.
$4.99 and you get 210 potatoes.
Yeah.
That is a 5% value increase.
I think this is a pretty good business model.
Business model? What's going on? Go take a nap. We cannot podcast with you.
No, I'm staying here. I'm gonna push through it. Yeah. So that's Potato City.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to spend $17 buying potatoes.
Yep.
For hooking up to the energy grid, because
I think it'll be fun.
That's what we do at Potato City.
So I think maybe I didn't harness wire as closely as you did, but
no, I do like it because ultimately so. Yeah. Actually, we didn't really talk about what the gameplay itself of hooking the wires up to the potatoes. Is it like that pipe game?
That's what I kind of imagine.
And for clarity between us, I'm going to describe and the listener, I'm going to describe the pipe game.
Okay,
so
and
this
see if
is
we're
a game
both picturing the same thing.
There is a liquid or an ooze going through pipes, and before it gets to where it is, like, okay, let me start. There is a grid of basically random pipe pieces, and there is a start and an end. And your goal is to make one interconnected pipe system where nothing will like leak out. So you have to like fill every end. You can't just have like a four-way intersection and leave two pieces empty, because then the ooze will spill. So the idea is you swap the tiles and rotate them around and create one contiguous pipe path through the level and not let anything spill. And usually the ones that I've seen, the ooze like starts coming out after a certain amount of time, so like you're also racing against the ooze getting to the end of your current section of pipe.
So I guess
so that's what I'm imagining.
Kinda.
Okay.
I think it's almost going to be more similar to Mini Metro, that game I play on the mobile game.
I don't remember that one very well.
You build subway networks.
Okay, I don't remember seeing you ever play that. Okay. I do remember the game itself now.
No. So, I mean, it's like that in a sense, but you're not like how I imagine it is you have some potatoes on a grid and you have some houses on the grid, and then you're given a certain number of types of wires, of lengths and positive and negative wires.
Okay.
And you have to puzzle out how to connect those so that all the houses are powered.
Oh, so every wire has a positive end and a negative end?
Yeah, that's how electricity works. Well, no. Like so you have the black wire and the red wire, and they both go into the potato, and then they both go into the light. That's how the circuit works.
Yes.
You have to, the circuit has to make logical sense.
Okay.
You're building circuits for real.
Gotcha.
Based on science.
Wait, so are we getting AND gates and XOR gates and resistors and such as we get higher in the levels?
Definitely. I don't know what the other two things you said are, but maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we need to add AND gates, XOR gates, OR gates, NOR gates. Did I use normal OR?
It sounds like you're talking Dr. Seuss.
I am talking about electrical engineering, which I took a class on.
Ooh.
In high school.
Oh, okay.
And then never again since.
Wow.
But I learned a lot about circuits. Let me tell you what. It was EE, electrical engineering. I think the teacher's name was JP. I don't remember his last name.
I mean, you have more experience than me. I think the last time I learned about potato circuits was in middle school, so... Anyway,
I never did the potato
did the potato circuit.
I just did real circuits with real power sources.
This is a very random, but I think it's funny. Is my friends and I really didn't like our science teacher for some reason. I don't know. She didn't do anything to us, but she
Oh,
wasn't
you
very
just
fun.
chose a teacher to dislike. You were like,
and we would joke amongst ourselves that she would take the potatoes home and make her own vodka with them.
That is, oh my God! So you just mythologized this poor person as an alcoholic?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it was specifically an alcoholic. We just thought it was so sad to like make your vodka out of your school potatoes.
Oh. Hey, you
gotta save where you can. So maybe it was less that we were saying she was alcoholic. She was just saying she was poor.
Oh no!
Sorry, I don't even remember her name.
All the cream of potato soup. Now that you're older, you've realized that she did buy all those potatoes with her own money.
Yes, almost assuredly. Yes.
And so whatever she wants to do with those potatoes afterwards, that's completely up to her. She bought them. They're her potatoes.
They're her potatoes.
We've talked too much about potatoes.
We've gone way past. Okay,
rails.
so now. Usually what we do is a discussion or like a game review, game design review. But I haven't finished Expedition 33 yet, and I want to wait till I'm done to give you
got to
guys
100% finish it.
No, I will not 100% it.
Well,
you just meant totally.
I mean, yeah.
It means something.
You're right. It is a game term. A term in gaming.
Well, what a great segue, because what we're going to do.
On purpose.
We're gonna honestly, if you have a discussion that you want us to have, please email us at makethatgamepodcast@gmail.com, because we're having a little dry spell out here a little bit, just because we're still playing game. We're finishing up games.
Like I have about 20 seconds to talk about the latest No Man's Sky expedition. Right. Like that's not a discussion topic.
And when we used to review
Skyrim,
games,
we've talked
about that. And we used to review games every single episode, but that made me not like playing video games, so I don't want to go back to that place, because our podcast is about liking usually playing video games.
Yeah, we just haven't been playing games with that much to really.
Well, I mean, yeah, like we've been playing a lot more long-term games, like nothing that we can finish or talk about super fast. And I already talked about Blueprints, so like here we are. Anyway, so we decided it'd be fun if Isaac is going to kind of quiz me. Not really a quiz, but he's going to ask me if I know certain game design terms. I'm going to guess what they are, and then he'll tell me what they really are. And maybe I'll get some right, and maybe I won't.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to start off strong. Claire?
Yeah.
What is TTK?
Time to kill.
Whoa, that's correct.
That right?
Yes. Now, do you know what that means? Beyond, like, you got the word right. Yeah.
So my guess is it's how long it takes a player to break the game.
No, you were close. So a time for player, or well, really time for game object to kill another game object. I guess character to kill another character usually. So this is often used in like first-person shooters, right? A big part of like the game design of like a multiplayer game is the time to kill between players. Like there are certain expectations, and certain games do it different ways. Like Call of Duty, I don't know if this is true anymore, but when I was playing, like it had a pretty short time to kill. Like most guns, if you hit like 3 bullets on a target, like you would be dead.
Okay, so wait, so just to clarify, this is like almost how much health you have.
Yes.
Or health the NPCs have,
Correct. Yeah. This and it's how much health and targets have and how much damage
your weapons do. Yeah.
So if you have 3 health and guns do 1 damage a hit, and a gun can fire 1 time per second, your time to kill is like 3 seconds, right? Technically, it's going to be more than that because you have to assume like not hitting every hit. But like this is the kind of calculation that like game designers do when they're building. Like it's most important, I feel, in multiplayer games, but it can have an impact in single player games. Mm-hmm. I remember there was a Warhammer 40K video game called Eternal Crusade. I remember them publishing at least one article specifically talking about time to kill. Like Space Marines are like these super powerful guys, but the weapons that they use are super powerful. So we're trying our hardest to get the time to kill like exactly correct. And they were like throwing numbers out, and they were like, with a normal bolter, the time to kill is like 3.4, and with a heavy bolter, the TTK is 2.7. And it was a really cool article. And that game came out, and I don't think it did very well, and it does not currently exist as far as I know today.
They got the time to kill right, apparently.
They tried their best. I never played it, so I don't know if they even got it right. And I'm just to talk about time to kill a little bit more.
Yeah.
Destiny, online multiplayer first-person shooter. When the Destiny 1 came out, I watched a streamer playing it. And I was instantaneously turned off by the time to kill, because like this streamer literally spent like 7 minutes shooting at one boss.
Oh my gosh.
And the health bar was barely moving at any time. And I was like, yep, I can safely ignore this game. I'm never going to play it. What is that? What are we talking about?
This kind of reminds me a little of Expedition 33. There's this is not a spoiler. There's quote bosses. They're not really though. They're mimes. If you fight them, you can get loot. They're they're basically only loot things. And their TTK is like insane.
Oh, it takes a really long time. It takes
a really, really long time. Whereas I feel like the other bosses are much more balanced.
Next one. Mm-hmm. This is kind of your hint is this is kind of related to TK.
Okay.
Not necessarily, but often is. DPS.
I'm guessing it's per second.
Hmm. Dumb per second. Dump truck
like,
per second.
Dives per second. Like that doesn't. I can't think of like any game term that starts with a D. This is wild.
Really?
I know.
Your mind is drawing a blank here?
Yeah.
Do you give up? Do you concede?
I think I have to, or else we'll just have more silence on the
spot. Damage per second.
Damage.
That's why it's
right
related to TTK, the DPS, the damage per second. Now, do you know what it means?
I mean, I'm assuming it means how much damage you take per second of being. Wait, yeah. What does that mean? I don't like how much damage you take per second, but like in what circumstance? Because if I hit a target, then it takes a damage. Mm-hmm. It's not like usually a timed situation, so I don't know.
So DPS. So there's actually two meanings to DPS. DPS is damage per second, and this is. So you're right that most damage is dealt in static increment. Static increment isn't correct, but
it's not like time bound though. Like,
right. So like I hit you with a spell and then I hit you with another spell. But what DPS is let's say over a minute, right? You're attacking an enemy that entire minute, and then you calculate how much damage you did over that minute, and then you divide it by 60 seconds, and that is your DPS. So
it's like an averaging tool.
Yes. So like World of Warcraft, it's used like you have a spell rotation. So as a warlock, I'm like casting Shadow Bolt, I'm putting curses, and then curses can also that I didn't put this on there, but DOT, damage over time, that is like an ability like a poison or something which will cause damage automatically over time until like it wears off. Yes, correct. So like that, like putting those on a target is going to increase your DPS than if you were just like using a spell repeatedly. DPS can also be measured by like shooting at a target in like a first person shooter. Like every bullet does a certain amount of damage. You shoot 10 bullets per second. How much damage is that going to be, et cetera, et cetera. The second way that this is used in I don't know, this is mostly MMOs, like, which this is also not on my list, but I assume you know what an MMO is.
Massive multiplayer online.
Yes. So in multiplayer games, when there's like class or archetype based things, what's that?
Just remember, because I called it a memorg.
Oh.
That was early days of the podcast.
Yeah. So DPS is like a class role. So you have conventionally tanks, healers, and DPS. And so tanks are the ones who absorb the damage. Healers are the ones that keep the tanks and DPS healthy in the party. And then the DPS are the ones that are just doing damage to the enemies.
It's funny that you would call it a DPS instead of just calling it like damage. If you have like tanks, healing, and then it's like damage.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how that started or when that started. I don't know if that was something that came about during World of Warcraft or if that was like an older MMO EverQuest concept. But yeah, the third role, the everything else role, is the guys that just do damage, or girls, or theys. The characters that just deal damage.
Yeah.
All right. Next term. 4x.
4 times.
Is that your guess? 4 times, like math, like a math?
Yeah, like this does 4x damage. It would do 4 times the amount of damage.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Is this not it?
No.
Okay.
No, 4x is a genre of video games. It stands for explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate.
You've mentioned this before, actually.
Yes.
I should have gotten that, but it was a while ago, but still.
This is like Civilization. Civilization is like the pioneer of this genre. So that is like a tile. I think modern ones are like hex-based, but tile-based, turn-based, like you control a budding civilization going through the ages. Explore, expand, build new cities, exploit resources.
Is exploit one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's about exploiting resources, but I think that some of them also you can like exploit allies and exploit this is unfortunate, but lesser empires.
I was gonna say you're gonna say labor, but
no. But like I remember in Civ 5, and I don't know if this was common in earlier ones, but like there was real empires, which would be like the other players or computer controlled player equivalents, but there was also like lesser NPCs, which were. It always seems like they represented like indigenous peoples, and like they existed kind of to be like little speed bump.
Oh boy.
Like
to be clear, I'm saying it's not cool. Just
no,
that
it's
was
not cool. Like
/ sarcasm.
It's terrible, but really putting the exploit in exploit. But yeah, they were like extremely lesser powers. Like they had no ability to like interact with the wider game. They were just kind of like speed bump roadblocks, and then you crushed them or integrated them into your empire and moved on.
See, I think Spirit Island is a relevant thing to discuss. That's a board game, folks, so we'll move on. But
boomer shooter.
I have to assume this is just like big shoot 'em up.
Can you define what that means? Because that's vague.
Okay. Kind of like almost like Binding of Isaac, where just like the bullet just keeps going.
No.
Okay.
No, that is not a boomer shooter. That would be like a roguelite.
Well, it is a roguelite, but I mean like the shooting mechanic.
That would be a top-down shooter.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so what is it?
A first-person shooter that is intentionally is trying to replicate this style of like 90s first-person shooters. So these are usually like fast-paced.
I was gonna make an old people joke, but I didn't realize it would be real.
No, it's shooters for boomers.
Shooters like the boomers played.
Yes.
Wow.
So this is like Doom, Wolfenstein, Quake, where it's usually pretty simple.
We're boomers playing Doom.
Get gun.
Some, I guess.
I think that they're just basically calling it old game.
Okay. Because, like, boomers, 90s, I mean, we grew up in the 90s.
Yes, we did. And we grew up playing boomer shooters. We're boomers. We're video game boomers.
Oh, boy.
It's to separate it from, like, more modern shooters where the design is, like, I would say Halo is kind of a modern design. One thing that it does that I don't think any boomer shooters do is self-healing. So like in Halo, if you like duck and cover for a little while, your shield recharges and then you'll be like full health again. Doom doesn't do that. You have to get like specific like health power-ups to heal in like Doom and Wolfenstein and stuff. This isn't true for all of them, but like circle strafing is how you play like boomer shooters, and by that I mean you focus on like one tough enemy and you just run around in a circle, like constantly changing your view to face, like keep him on the center, and you just like shoot him the entire time. So like the idea being you're dodging his attacks, constantly moving and constantly hitting him. A modern boomer shooter that doesn't do that is the Space Marine bolt gun video game. I would say it's a boomer shooter, but it seems to not want you to circle strafe. Like it specifically counters like circle strafing with some of their enemies, and I'm like, what the heck, this is a boomer shooter, you're supposed to circle strafe. I've never played a boomer shooter that doesn't want you to circle strafe. But yeah, that's my little little boomer shooter talk.
Okay, I'm ready.
Next one, player agency.
I mean, that just seems like how much the player can do, like open world, I guess.
Not specifically open world, but yeah, no, you're basically correct on that. Yes, it is the agency in the sense of like control that a player has over things. Example of bad and like lack of player agency would be not ever having any like you just do the level, and that's it. Not ever having like dialogue input choices, or if you do, it's like yes or repeat that. Or whether you pick yes or no, it just does the same thing anyways. So yeah, player agency is the ability for the player to kind of control their experience within the video game, both on the level of like the wider narrative as I was just describing, but also like the ability for the player to like solve a level in a way that wasn't 100% exactly prescribed.
Well, yeah, when you said it, my thought, I guess what I meant is like almost level of open worldiness, but like
sure, yeah.
I was thinking about Tears of the Kingdom and how there's like lots of ways to solve, or even Echoes of Wisdom gives you a lot more agency.
Yeah,
like there's many different ways to solve a puzzle. But it's also not full agency. We've talked about this in our Echoes of Wisdom episode where you can't actually copy everything. So it's really kind of pushing you to certain solves, even though you can do whatever you want. Like, yeah.
Yep. So that is player agency. Next one is this one. This might be a freebie.
Okay.
Hitbox.
Okay. This I know, but I will say I learned from you.
Oh, I would have figured you learned it from GDQ. I think they talk about.
You told me of it because of GDQ.
Oh, okay.
I think I asked you what it meant because I was watching GDQ.
Yep.
And now I am a speedrunner, so or a speed ran. I ran it. I practiced.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Thinking about Kirby, sometimes you just think about Kirby, you lose your train of thought. Hitbox is the space where, like physical space around a character where it can interact with other things, basically.
Yeah. So because it's very expensive to track polygon or vertex versus vertex,
it's like turning
collision.
It's like a cube around
the
character.
Right. It's literally a box around the character that determines like their collisions in a much more simplified way than just literally like this bullet must physically hit like a part of the body of someone.
Right.
And the hitbox size can vary, and a unit, we'll call it a character, can be made of multiple hitboxes that like shrink down to match. So like first person shooters especially, like you don't want to be able to hit like the open space above someone's shoulder but to the left of the head, because their entire body is technically a cube for mechanical purposes. So they'll have like an arm hitbox, a chest hitbox, a head hitbox, etc. But then a game like Kirby, where the character is pretty small, is a circle,
And there isn't an attack in Kirby, or at least Forgotten Land, there are some, but most attacks aren't like target attacks either. You're just hitting the
they don't like
character.
hit like one point. Yeah.
Right.
So like, people aren't really going to notice if like the sword swing
It's like a little off.
technically like goes over his head by a millimeter or like doesn't directly contact his body.
And speedrunners talk about this because for a couple of reasons. One, it's sometimes you can use knowledge of hitboxes to your advantage as far as like hitting from a weird angle or like, places where you might not assume would actually count, but they do. That could be an advantage. They also use it for other like physics mechanics sometimes.
Like if you know your hitbox is like 10% smaller than your character, you're like, I can actually fit in this hole even though it looks too small.
Yeah, exactly. Things like that. So,
all right. Mob. Specifically in the gaming sense.
Is it M-O-B or is it mob?
M-O-B.
Well, I mean, like, is it an acronym or is it a word?
It is a word.
Okay. Oof. Is that just like how a group of NPCs behave?
Nope.
Oh, also just for everyone, because we have to NPC is non-playable character. I've said that a lot, so.
Oh yeah.
Just clear in the air there.
So a mob is actually just any NPC, really. Usually hostile NPCs. This is often used in MMOs, massively multiplayer online.
We already did the morgues.
I'm just repeating in case someone skipped ahead or like clicked into the middle of the episode.
It's a good habit. It's a good habit.
So this originates from, this would be a good term too, MUDs, M-U-Ds.
Okay.
And I forget off the top of my head if it actually stands for moving object, like in a game code sense. If it's a shorthand version for moving object. Yeah. But basically in MUDs, in MUDs, mobs were basically all of the like creatures and things that you could interact with in the world. And that kind of continued. Like, so if you're playing World of Warcraft, people will be talking about when you're in a party with someone and they'll say, hey, hunter, can you pull that mob with your bow? Pull would be a good term here too, but that I didn't want to just do all the MMO specific terms.
Right, and no, I appreciate that. The only MMO I've ever played is Toontown. So.
Yeah, and then people will be like, oh, there's 5 mobs over here. Be careful. They're patrolling, et cetera, et cetera. So mob is just any singular, like, hostile creature.
Okay.
Should I keep going? Like, how?
I think so. Yeah, I've been watching time.
I've got 5 more.
I was gonna say maybe like 1 or 2 more. I think.
Okay.
So at least 1 more, and then I think we're good. I like this though. I feel like I'm learning. I also feel like some things, like I think TTK, we could make a whole discussion about. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's an important factor.
Yeah, and it's like something we've obviously interacted with in almost every game. So, okay. Anyway, final definition.
So I'm gonna do you want me to do 1 or 2? Because I've got 2 that pair with each other pretty nicely.
Oh, let's do a pairing. Let's do a nice pairing.
F2P, the letter F, 2, the number 2.
I feel like the 2 represents the word TO. And then the P is player. So I think it's 2 player. First to player. That's my guess.
No. Okay. Nope. It is free to play.
Free to play. Okay, I was a little bit.
You were almost there.
No, I wasn't.
You were almost
really,
there.
When I got the 2 right. That's about it.
So free to play, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But this is often used in the sense of MMOs. Or
you said this wasn't all about MMOs.
Mobile games. No. I mean, 4X and Boomer Shooter and Player Agency.
Yeah. No, I know.
But everything else.
I'm giving you a hard time.
So, F2P, they're free to play, but they usually have microtransactions or something to tempt you. Like
Matchington Manor.
Or like MMOs will do it. Like you can play free, like up to level 20 or like maybe even to the maximum level. But like you can't play the like good content unless you subscribe. Or you're just encouraged to like buy the best gear anyways. So yeah, that's free to play.
Okay.
The last term, kind of related, this is the hint, kind of related. P, the letter P, the number 2, W, the letter W.
Pay to win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And what is pay to win?
Pay to win is when you can spend money and that basically makes you win the game.
Yeah. Just usually multiplayer games where if you spend money on the game, you have an actual advantage over players who haven't, or you have an advantage over players who haven't spent as much money as you. So, the ultimate sword of killing costs $9.99.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed to kill any other player in one hit unless they have the golden shield of saviors,
which costs $25.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone runs around. They paid $34.99 so that they could get the golden sword of shield, or the sword of slaying and the shield of saviors. And every you can tell who has paid money into this game. And so it's usually a problem. People hate pay to win. People loathe pay to win. That's why most games lean into cosmetics as the microtransactions.
Well, it's because people hate it because you play video games to escape.
Right. You don't want to walk in and someone who paid $999.
And it's like, no, I want to pretend like my skills actually matter.
Yeah. So yeah, that's we need to come up with a name for this segment, because I feel like I've got two more that I could use, and I could come up with more.
You were thinking about some as we talked, even you said that could have been one, so you definitely could.
But I did use.
I think
those.
Let's call this
let's think about it.
Oh, I had it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Go. All right.
C2G, and it stands for Claire to guess.
Okay. All right, that's good omen going into our rapid fire round, where we have to name games. So we used all of our energy, all of our good name energy on that one.
No, we didn't. The rapid fire round is when we generate 3 random words. We come up with a game idea and a gameplay loop based on those 3 words. We also have to name it, and we only have 5 minutes. That's what makes it rapid. So I'm trying to pull up the generator. There we go. Okay, you ready with the timer?
Yeah, I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Symptom, shift, learn.
Learn 'em up, kids.
I was going to say, gotta be learn 'em up.
Hospital management game.
Hospital management.
So it's not about learning about like sickness or doctors.
It's like project management almost. You gotta, or like reception. You gotta like book up. I'm assuming this is like booking appointments, like making sure like operating rooms. are open.
You have the open. Yeah, you are controlling you are accepting appointments and making sure that you have enough workers to fulfill all the employments.
I don't know that this can be a learn 'em up though.
You don't think it can be a learn 'em up? You don't think it's important for kids to learn about the back end operations of a hospital?
So like I do, and I don't know. I just feel like the way it's designed, it's more like a restaurant game, like a, what do they call it? The game where you deliver restaurant food.
Diner Dash?
Diner Dash. It feels more like a Diner Dash situation than a learn 'em up.
Well, I'm thinking more of like a manager, like a tycoon game.
Okay.
More from that aspect.
I just still don't
you aren't being the person delivering the doctors.
Like Mall Tycoon isn't like a mall learn 'em up game. Like I didn't actually learn how to manage a mall. I don't know. I just don't see it as.
Any game can be a learn 'em up game if you put enough pop-ups.
It's struggling for me.
All right.
I think we could still do hospital shift manager, tycoon game. I think maybe. The learn part is that you're managing interns. And so there's an added level of like they're new and they don't know what they're doing. Like they don't know where to go. Like you have to like be more like.
I like the idea of they all have like really low skill levels, and then you curate them by sending them to do specific tasks.
Oh, I like that. So like you're growing your interns basically.
Yeah, so you're like I'm going to need a surgeon. You're going to
do neurosurgery and you're going to do okay, I like that.
You're going to fail a lot. But you're going to...
I think this is fun. I like this.
Yeah. All right. So just to make sure, symptom is in the overall theme of like the hospital.
Right. Like people come in with certain symptoms. You have to assign them to rooms and doctors, etc. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Learn is the ability for interns to increase skill levels.
And then shift is your shift. You're managing the shift.
Yes. You are... Oh... You can also like basically decide whether they sleep or eat or not just not... like making their shift never
like
end,
that.
never
Yeah.
letting them clock
Okay,
out.
okay.
And it's called
Hospital Tycoon.
just Hospital Tycoon.
I mean, it doesn't have to be
what
that.
if it's I keep thinking of that movie Night Shift or 12-Hour Shift is what it was called.
That was a good movie.
I think there's also a movie or a game called Night Shift, but it's not specifically about night shift, so it can't be called Night Shift Tycoon, but I want that. And Hospital Shift Tycoon doesn't sound.
It doesn't really hit as well.
You're like, what? Why is it so specific?
Intern Tycoon.
Hospital intern. Do hospitals have interns?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But they're already doctors.
Oh.
It's your I guess they're residents. Like
gotcha. Okay, I wasn't sure if residents were like the high, like the pro tier doctors, like the permanent.
Or no, maybe that's not what. No, I think.
I know that your residency is a term. We got to go watch Scrubs, and
Scrubs.
By the way, this game is called Scrubs, the video game (parentheses unrelated to the show) end parentheses.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to let me have
I think we're at the time, so.
All right. Well, we've actually got 54 seconds left.
Okay, but I like Scrubs, the video game,
name,
parentheses unrelated to the TV show. I like that.
I wonder if that, like, legally helps you, like...
Well, because it is tough, because can you really copyright the word Scrubs?
I don't think
Not
that you
really,
can.
right? But you could trademark it in relation to media.
Right, and so it would trademark the TV show.
It would be because it's also about a hospital and it's also some type of media, but it's not television. So I feel like you would actually be in the clear for that.
Even without
the parentheses.
Yeah, but we have the parentheses to be honorable.
If you weren't, like if we were making a TV show called Scrubs and we put parentheses not related to the other TV show, that would not protect us in any way.
Oh, dang it.
Just saying. I mean, that is literally, for YouTube, like people will put in the comments, like, you know, they'll like repost a full movie and be like, I don't own the rights, like smiley face, and it's like, that's not how copyright works. Like,
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
I'm not an IP lawyer. Let's get the second round fired up.
Oh my gosh, I have to do this.
Folks, Claire literally crossed her hands and put them on her lap and looked at me with a smile while I'm like,
I was ready. I was waiting for something to happen.
Let's do this.
I have to do it. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, started.
Grandmother. Sacrifice.
Oh!
Quaint.
Oh my god. Okay.
I think this should be like a fun, like dark, like horror, but like camp horror.
Okay.
And the grandmother lives in like this cutesy little, it's a quaint, like.
Okay.
But she's also like
a hag.
Yeah, and like
eats town children.
Sure.
Okay.
Something like that.
She's not actually your grandmother, but every year the townsfolk send a child to the grandma at the top of the mountain as a sacrifice to keep her from terrorizing the town.
Well, then what's the gameplay there then?
You are
because I thought it'd be like more like a crafting game, but you like do dark spells to like get yarn.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like survival horror type. So like a Resident Evil kind of game.
Oh, okay.
Where you're trying to escape.
Not how I imagined
grandma's
it. Gotcha.
Messed up compound.
I pictured that you were grandma.
Okay, no, I'm picturing escaping grandma. Okay. So which path are we taking here? Which road are we going to walk down?
I kind of like both.
Okay, they both do.
You want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Boom.
All right.
Your grandma.
All right. I put scissors down. She put rock down. The first round was scissors and scissors. Yeah. Because this is an audio. They can't see.
No, I know. Thank you for doing the replay. Okay, so your grandma, you have to sacrifice. You have to do dark spells. I don't like the idea of like killing things necessarily. I wonder if there's another way we could sacrifice.
Well, you could sacrifice like items.
Yeah.
But then it's not really camp horror.
No.
It's just grandma doing witchcraft.
Right. But I guess camp horror was just a word I said. It's not in. Like, we need sacrifice.
Yeah.
So
I think we could do it with just items.
Okay, you know what? Maybe we go to your idea because now
What?
I'm thinking it because I like camp horror and I feel like yours
Okay. All right.
is more camp horror. So let's do it. So yeah,
All right. So it is a
you're the child who's going to be sacrificed to grandma, and you have to survive.
3D or 2D third person?
3D.
Okay, 3D. Like over the shoulder third person camera, first person camera, or fixed camera like old Resident Evil games.
For horror, I want to go first person.
Okay.
Non-fixed.
Okay, and that's fun because since you're a child, we lower the camera.
Yeah, that is cool.
So you have to navigate grandma's weird sacrifice house and not let her get you. So like common horror game trope, there is a powerful enemy that is constantly searching for you that you have to hide from because you can't defeat one-on-one. So you can like hide in closets or under desks and stuff. When they come in the room, you escape, you hide from them, wait until they move on, and then you come back through. If they like see you, you can run into a different room, hide in the closet, etc. until they go away. Yeah, okay. And the goal is to just escape grandma's house, which is obviously you have to find the red key card, the green key card, the yellow key card.
It's basically an escape room, like
solve some puzzles, get through the areas, dodge grandma, but she's not really your grandma. Right. She's just the local mountain hag.
Yep.
And we need a name. Dodge grandma.
Dodge grandma. Oh no, grandma.
Oh no, grandma.
That's not my grandma.
That's not my grandma too.
Grandmother.
Actually, okay, that's not my grandma. For some reason, that gives me like Hello Neighbor vibes, and Hello Neighbor is like a popular horror
I haven't seen
game.
it, but I've heard of it. Do you want to do That's Not My Grandma?
That's not my grandma! Exclamation point.
Yes.
Yeah. 57 seconds left on the clock. Let's rack up another 3 random words.
This will be our last
get out
one.
Of here.
Yeah, of the game. I've called the podcast a game before.
I've
got games on the brain.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Deficiency.
Okay.
Whole, like WHOL, whole, E.
That's the opposite of a deficiency.
And then gene.
What?
Like a genetic.
GENE. That could also be a person's name.
That's true. It's not capital here, but doesn't mean we can't make it so.
And technically deficiency could also be someone's name. So maybe we're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, you're right. We could just name this person's name is Gene Deficiency Hole, and
it's whatever we want. He's he's a plumber and he jumps.
I think we just came up with a new rule, and it's you can't just name the character one of the words.
Okay. So genes can have deficiencies, and you do need whole genetic sequences.
I mean, this could be a learn 'em up.
But we've already done gene learn 'em ups,
and so has everyone in real life. Like there are gene learn 'em ups.
Okay, is gene deficiency an actual thing?
I don't know, because you're not like
you can have
deficient.
A genetic deficiency. You can have
which is like missing genes. So yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, okay, yeah.
If you say you have but I've never heard. Do people say you have a genetic deficiency?
So I'm thinking more like a genetic syndrome or whatever that causes you to have a deficiency of like a hormone or something.
Right. Yeah. Deficiency is usually more like a vitamin deficiency. Is really common. Okay. Maybe we don't have to be gene. Gene could be many things.
Can it?
I'm gonna find.
I don't think gene can. I think gene is a very specific thing. Unless it's a person's name. Okay.
It is a very specific thing. I'm just like, that's what's throwing me off because I kind of don't want it to be like medical. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that sounds weird.
And like gene deficient, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's giving a little bit of like eugenics vibes.
And I don't like it.
And we're not into the
so I'm
eugenics.
trying to see like how can we like flip it around. Like how it's like our stance is no on on eugenics, just so everybody's aware.
And so, all right. Deficiency could be unrelated to the genes.
Yes.
It could be about some kind of resource.
Okay.
Or maybe it is like food deficiency or like a vitamin deficiency or something. So you are genetically creating.
Okay, maybe wait. maybe we make one of my least favorite type of games like a breeding game. So that's the gene part. But every new species you create has unknown nutrient needs. So you're trying to give them a whole diet to balance for their deficiencies, but you have to discover them by like feeding them and like doing tests and like if they're sleepy then they need more vitamin B or whatever. Like,
oh my god, so you have to diagnose them by observing them?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like it kind of gets us out of the like, oh, like you're genetically deficient or something. Like,
yes. Okay, so you
it's just that they're a new
creature.
species, so you don't know about them yet, so you have to like observe them to like make sure and
wait,
then,
so are you doing a breeding or are you doing like a capturing? Like, are you because if you're creating the species,
it has to be a creation, I think, for the word gene to be applied.
Okay.
But you don't know. I mean, if you're just breeding two things, you don't know.
You're right. Yeah, they could have any unpredictable combination of factors.
Yeah, well, I mean,
not every gene is going to.
I guess it's like it is predictable, but not like super predictable.
Yeah. But like, yeah, not every gene, like there's like recessive hair genes and they don't manifest. I don't know what the term is.
We're scientists.
And the name is Lewis is down here.
Ah, here he is.
He
says it's time for the podcast to be over.
Yeah. Almost, buddy. Don't claw me.
This is called My Little Guy's Dinner.
My Little Guy's dinner.
No, My Little Guy's Dinner. The dinner belongs to the little guy.
Okay, My Little Guy apostrophe
S dinner.
Dinner. Okay. Okay. You know what? 23 seconds left on the clock.
Wow, okay.
My Little Guy's Dinner. I had nothing.
That was a really hard one. That was a rough one.
Brutal combination.
You know what? I'll just say
words.
it was rough because we used it up for C2G. That was
we did.
Too good. That was just too good. So anyway, thank you all for listening. That was the show. We are going to be live on Twitch, so follow us on twitch.tv/makethatgame to get notified when we go live. But we will be streaming on Saturday the 27th, September 27th. Time-wise might be a little iffy, so that's why it's good to follow us to make sure you get alerted for that. But probably around like 1 or 2-ish. Eastern on Saturday?
That's 2 weeks from now.
No, it's 1
1 week. That's
now.
1 whole week from now. You can't expect me to be able to process.
Well, we'll try to remember to post on social media, but around then. It will be the 27th, that I can promise. All right, and then you can also follow us on social media at Make That Game Pod. You can visit makethatgame.com to see our latest episode and sign up for our newsletter. We'll get that going eventually, but thank you for all who have already signed up, and sorry we haven't sent you any emails. See, we don't spam you. We barely email you.
Yeah.
So if you heard a game today that you need to play, the only way to do that is if you get out there and make that game.